we're back here at 300 Grand Avenue in downtown Los Angeles, California. We're here for the tar sands Keystone Pipeline action. We have Officer Nieves, Sergeant Baker, and another LAPD officer discussing, I think, with the fire marshal. They have some concerns about this liquid in this bottle here being flammable. It's coffee. I was told it was coffee and black. So I don't think they have really a probable cause to think that it's flammable, but they brought out a fire marshal to check it out.
That's one of the groups that's
Sorry? Of course it's on. I'm. You know what? I'd rather just leave it on.
She's a live streamer.
And
she does. So, okay. Hi, Patty. Hi, audience.
Hey, now.
We're here.
Wait, let me film you.
What's that?
Let me film you too.
Okay.
All right. Let me go a little bit closer, just in case my audio. I got my audio to work better, but.
So, I'm Lauren Steiner from Occupy LA. I'm also working on a lot of environmental issues, as you know, Patty. Trying to get a ban on fracking here in the state of California, trying to make sure that the San Onofre nuclear plant stays shut, trying to stop the tar sands oil drilling and the construction of the Keystone XL pipeline, which is going to bring that dirty oil through our country and foul our land and our water and our air. I just want to let the viewers know that there are actions that they can take on any three of these issues. Coming up on February 17th on President's Day, 350.org, the Sierra Club, and the Hip Hop Caucus are organizing what they're billing to be the largest climate rally in the history of the United States in Washington, D.C. They've got a permit for the National Mall, which is where Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech was delivered. They're hoping to get tens of thousands of people to attend. So far, they've got about 12,000 signed up. And for those of you who can make it to DC, I'm going to be there. It's going to be great. But for those of you in the Los Angeles area who cannot, we're doing a solidarity rally right here in LA. So we're going to start from Olivera Street. We're going to march. We're asking that people wear black, and we're going to form a human pipeline and march to City Hall. And we're right now in the process of getting speakers and performers, and we're really hoping to make this the largest climate rally in the history of LA. We've already got 44 organizations that have signed on as supporters that are going to blast this out to their lists, and the goal is a little tepid. It's basically to tell Obama to do something about climate change, which he's already said that he's going to do in his inaugural address. But of course, Patty, you know that Senator Harry Reid, who is the Senate Majority Leader, basically just pushed through some ineffective filibuster reform. So the possibility of any real significant climate change legislation getting through this Republican-controlled House is probably not going to happen. Had he supported the Berkeley-Udall Harkin bill, we would have had senators have to make a talking filibuster. Like Mr. Smith goes to Washington, they'd actually have to stay on the floor of the Senate and talk. And if they got tired, they'd have to bring another senator to talk. But that didn't happen, no. We have these weak reforms that depend on the Republicans' goodwill. And as we know, the Republicans have no goodwill for Obama, because even when he proposes their own legislation, they will vote against their own bills just to thwart him. So basically, anything that he does in terms of climate legislation has to come through executive order, and that's really not very significant. So we, the people, it falls back on us to really do all the actions here. We're going to have to go and, do civil disobedience. You know, there's fracking right here in California, in Los Angeles. The largest urban oil fields in the country is in Inglewood, in the Baldwin Hills. You might have, for those of you from LA who are watching, you might have driven by La Cienega and seen those oil derricks. Well, they're fracking now, and we don't even know when they frack, where exactly they're fracking, what chemicals they're using because of the Halliburton loophole. When Dick Cheney left the White House, he got Halliburton and all the fracking companies exempted from the Safe Drinking Water Act. So basically, we don't even know what those chemicals are. And it's very important that we that we get a ban on fracking in California. I got a petition here, which you can probably sign online if you go to foodandwaterwatch.org. And we are going city by city, town by town, trying to get resolutions to tell Governor Brown we need a ban on fracking. And he is not the environmentalist he used to be when he was the governor. He's not the environmentalist he was when he ran for president in '92. I worked on that campaign. He's really gotten very pro-business and pro-jobs, and he needs to be convinced we need the power of the people. So folks, it's not enough to just watch this on Ustream or even come to this rally that we're doing today. We need to have the largest march on Sacramento like they had in Albany last week, and 2,000 people that are trying to get a ban on fracking in New York. And they're pressuring Cuomo, who has higher job aspirations. He's governor now, but he wants to run for higher office. They're saying there's no way you're going to run for any higher office if you approve fracking in New York. So we've got to put the same kind of pressure on Governor Brown, and we've got to also put pressure on the Public Utilities Commission to stop. They want to do a restart of San Onofre, which basically had a steam generator leak, a radiation leak last year, and they shut the plant down. It's been shut down for over a year, and they want to reopen it at 70% power. And we're saying, no, you need to have a full licensed adjudicatory hearing before the Nuclear Regulatory Commission if you want to do that. And right now, the NRC is looking like they're going to act in our favor. They asked them to answer 32 questions, which they're probably not able to answer to the satisfaction of the NRC. So it's looking good on San Onofre, but we need to keep the pressure on. And anyone who's in the San Diego, Orange County area, there's going to be a hearing on Thursday. You can go to Shut Down San Onofre on Facebook, find out when that is, show up. We need to be there with our bodies, people, and now I'll stop talking because I could go on and on.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Sure.
I'm about to drink some metaphorical.
Wait, let me get that on, here we go.
So, just to be clear with everyone, this is symbolic. It's not the real stuff. The real stuff should stay in the ground and should never come to be a liquid. It's normally a peanut butter consistency. When you make it into a liquid, it will sink to the bottom of the water table instead of floating on top, and so it's extremely expensive to clean up. But what this is coffee and some black food coloring. And I mean, once I get back to it is coffee and black food coloring. So yeah. To your mother's health.
So it looks like the fire marshal is happy.
Is this your testing method?
Yeah.
That kills me.
Hey, now, Omni, thank you. Thank you for the streamer support. I'm going to go ahead and archive this so it can go right up to YouTube. And if you would like, you can take the Ustream links that are to the right of the stream or the YouTube links and post them in the comments on the Facebook. That would be awesome. Thanks.